People and Places Partnership have been asked by Malvern Hills District Council to undertake an access and signage review for all the district's town centres, including Great Malvern. Here we share our initial thinking for interested stakeholders in the town before going on to develop the detail. I'm Chris Wade, Director of the People and Places Partnership. There are a number of stages to what we've been asked to do. One of the simplest ways to think about this is, if you were contemplating a weekend away in an unfamiliar town, what would help you have a good first impression and get the most out of your visit? Here we look at the various opportunities to inform such unfamiliar visitors, beginning with a trigger for their trip. We compare this to the more limited opportunities to influence how residents might modify how they use and access the town centre. The first thing that we need to consider is how to tell the prospective visitor what and where the Malverns are. You know they are a district, a town with various centres, a series of villages and a range of hills. We think the wording used by the Visit the Malverns website has got the definition about right, certainly for Great Malvern. Next, is to tell the visitors where to head for. We think there is value in helping venues and businesses say this in a clear and consistent way. Widespread use of sat-nav systems. It's wise to have an eye on where they take visitors looking for the town centre. It may not be where you expect. First impressions matter in terms of directions into town, arrival points and onward pedestrian routes. Which is the best route into Great Malvern from Worcester and the north? There are two obvious options that both have advantages and disadvantages. The next question is, where would you park in Malvern? This is what the app Parkopedia told us incorrectly about the options for a Saturday stroll, shop and lunch. Our summary to help in deciding where best to park. It took us a bit working out. For a Saturday stroll, I need to know how to head to Priory Road as my first choice and be informed about the charms of the walking options from there. If I'm coming with my elderly father, who is a blue badge holder, I need different, clear and helpful information options. I'm not sure that I currently have that, even if I'm curious and read around. There are various cycle route options that connect Great Malvern to other centres, national cycle routes, the train station, and of course the hills. I would hope I could park my expensive bike somewhere safe and close to the centre. Looks like I might be left looking for a lamppost, however. How about arriving by train? The Route to the Hills initiative provides great information and options focused on arriving by train and heading through town for a ramble. How does the route serve me though if I arrive unaware of it, perhaps by car, and want to explore a bit more of the town centre? Now we begin to start drilling down on the detail. What would you say are the must-see attractions for a visitor? The valuable services for locals, notable landmarks that help guide you around the town, and why do some have a variety of names? We need to know this to help decide on suggested routes and waymarking to help everyone find their way around and get the most from the town centre. Here we are starting to define the main routes into town and the backup options. We want to help a visitor to be able to navigate these in a trouble-free way. These are our first thoughts on the key pedestrian routes around town. It's important to have these in mind when promoting the town to visitors or waymarking routes so they can explore confidently and linger longer. It doesn't mean we don't want to tempt them down other side streets too. This is our summary of our initial thinking about how we can help visitors, and some residents probably, to get more out of their visits to Great Malvern. Linger longer, spend a little more, and come back. We have provided the District Council with an accompanying report for anyone who wants to learn more. We'll keep you in touch as the work progresses.